Oppenheimer, who made the atomic bomb. And this man, very depressed when you met him, very noble, very intelligent, very sensitive, and he knew he had committed a great sin. He was aware of it by making the atomic bomb and lived with it. But this man was one of the great scientists of the day, also quoted Sanskrit poetry. He loved Sufism and spirituality and mysticism. And he was really quite a remarkable person. He represented really the tragedy of modern man. A person of honesty and intelligence forced by system to commit a sin that kills 110,000 people in Nagasaki and Hiroshima in one day. That's a very difficult thing to bear. But he had the conscience of realizing what had happened. He made a deep impression on me as far as both this dignity that he had carried within himself and also the awareness of the importance of the consequences of our actions. What we do has consequences, and before Allah Ta'ala we're responsible for it. And he was a person like that, with deep religious and mystical element in him. Another person completely reverse of Oppenheimer, but who made an impression upon me was Bertrand Russell, a famous English both mathematician and philosopher who came to Cambridge and to MIT. And one evening, Giorgio de Santana invited 6 or 7 of the leading students at MIT to meet personally with Bertrand Russell. So we met together, just like this room, except a smaller table, about the same number of people sitting around. And I began to ask Bertrand Russell about the relationship between physics, modern science, of which physics is the basis, and finding the truth. And Russell said physics has nothing to do with the truth of things. It only has to do with pointer readings. That is the quantity of measurements that you make in relation to physical events. You cannot ask the question, what is an atom? If you ask that in physics, you would draw certain formulae and so would describe its characteristics. But its whatness, its nature, its being, you never deal with it. Deal with pointer readings. This is one of the main reasons that I left the field of science. It was really the straw that broke the camel's back. I was already prepared for that. And to hear something from one of the world's greatest mathematicians and scientists like Bertrand Russell, philosopher of science, was a very telling thing. He made me sure that my understanding that science doesn't lead to the nature of reality was true. Was true. So that also was a very, very important experience.